You're listening to WZYE 95.9 FM. You are listening to WZYE LP 95.9 FM. The most influential name in Caribbean radio in the tri-state area. Broadcasting from East Orange, New Jersey. The most influential name in Caribbean radio. WZYE 95.9 FM.
Is Pharaoh still existing? As he be born, resembling an Israelite, not being treated right, enslaved day and night. Oh, we just can't go on this way. We just can't go on this way. Please deliver us today. We just can't go on this way. We like the Israelites still in pain. We just can't. With so much life, just come on this way. Not even thinking that we would realize. And if we criticize, we could be ostracized. We don't know who to trust. That's why I say, Lord, asking, is Pharaoh still existing? As he before, resembling an Israelite, nothing treated right.
I need you, Lord, right now. Yeah, yeah. I must tell Jesus all of my trials. I cannot bear these burdens alone. In my distress, He kindly will help me. He ever loves and cares for His own. I must tell Jesus. I must tell Jesus. I cannot be. My burdens alone. I must tell Jesus. I must tell Jesus. Jesus can help me. Only Jesus alone. I must tell Jesus all of my troubles. He is a kind and compassionate friend. If I ask Him, He will deliver. Make all my troubles quickly and hand. I must tell Jesus. I must tell Jesus. I cannot be.
I must tell Jesus.
My burdens alone. I must tell Jesus. I must tell Jesus. Jesus can help me. Only Jesus alone. What must I do when worldliness calls me? What must I do when tempted to sin? I must tell Jesus, and He will help me over the world, victory to win. I must tell Jesus. I must tell Jesus. I cannot be. No. My burdens alone. I must tell Jesus. I must tell Jesus. Jesus can help me. Jesus can help me. Only Jesus can help me.
Say you get up one morning, your elders have something, you don't know how they get it, but you want to use it. But if you ask them old people to get the things what they went through, ask them this any day, and your parents sure to say, black man have to keep on jamming, for black man to get a little something. Make up your mind, brother, that you're able to get a pulley and jam with the devil. Why? Black man have to keep on jamming, for black man to get a little something. Make up your mind, brother, that you're ready to swim offshore and hold your boat steady. Black man have to keep on jamming, for black man to get a little something. So when you're here, you get a little something. With that dragon, now you keep watching, because I don't tell you already. Black man do get nothing easy. Say you get up one morning, and oil money running. How it come you don't know, so that it can how the thing go. But if they read about Uriah, they wanna find out the pressure. How we get so much old hell to get a penny from TLL. Black man have to keep on jamming, for black man to get a little something. You got to take up your own cash money, pay people for your own refinery. Black man have to keep on jamming, for black man to get a little something. Make up your mind to be a magician, to make money out of scrap iron. Black man have to keep on jamming, for black man to get a little something. So when you're here, you get a little something. With that eagle eye, you keep watching, because I don't tell you already. Black man don't get nothing easy. Say we get up one morning, independence happening, getting the thing come easy. Now they're taking liberty, but if they know about petition, we are to send to England for some woman to tell we in this colony free. Black man have to keep on jamming, for black man to get a little something. You got to go to conference in England to get independence in your own land. Black man have to keep on jamming, for black man to get a little something. People hold you, humiliate you, turn on and sell you, and then they free you. Black man have to keep on jamming, for black man to get a little something. So when you're here, you get a little something. With that dragon eye, you keep watching, because I don't tell you already. Black man don't get nothing easy. So when a black man gets something, he got to start thinking. You get it easy. You got to practice economy. From getting licks from the slave master to become the landowner. Brother, it's a terrible journey, packed with plenty brutality. Black man have to keep on jamming, for black man to get a little something. You got to rise up, you got to stand up. Pick up your mind, you will always stay on top. Black man have to keep on jamming, for black man to get a little something. You got to go to conference in England to get independence in your own land. Black man have to keep on jamming, for black man to get a little something. You got to take up your own cash money, pay people for your own refinery. Black man have to keep on jamming, for black man to get a little something. Make up your mind to be a magician, to make money out of scrap iron. Black man have to keep on jamming, for black man to get a little something. You got to go to conference in England to get in.
105.9
Just remember that God is standing by. Hold on, yeah. When you have heartaches, don't cry. Oh no. Just remember that God is standing by. Sometime when you're burdenless, don't just remember God is standing by. Thank you, Lord. So there's no need to cry. Oh, God is standing by. Thank you, Lord. So don't you worry and don't cry. No. When you have troubles, don't cry. Oh no. Just remember that God is standing by. When you come running over, just remember God is standing by. Thank you, Lord. So there's no need to cry. God is standing by. Thank you, Lord. So don't you worry and don't cry. Oh Lord, yeah. Forget about your troubles. Forget about your pain. Yeah. Put your trust in the Father. Yeah. Oh Lord. God is standing by. Take it on. So there is no need to cry. No need to cry. Oh, God is standing by. Lord, I'm fighting. So don't you worry and don't cry. Don't cry. Forget about your troubles and don't cry. No. Forget about your pain and don't cry. Just trust in the Father and don't cry. No, I don't shed no tears. Don't cry. Don't cry.
Keep me as the apple of thine eye. Hide me under the shadow of thy wing. O Lord, my Savior. It's so hard to deal with personal struggle. So sad when you feel alone in your trouble. It's real hard when you want to talk to a brother. It's so bad because of how some look at you after. So Jesus, come and be while you fix it. Come and be while you fix it. Come and be while you fix it. Jesus, cover me. Come and be while you fix it. Come and be while you fix it. Come and be while you fix it. Jesus, cover me. Cover my head. Satan want me dead. Cover my back from human attack. So Jesus, come and be while you fix it. Come and be while you fix it. Jesus, come and be while you fix it. Jesus, come and be. when your soul needs some restoring. Lord Jesus, cover me while you fix it. Cover me while you fix it. Cover me while you fix it. Jesus, cover me. Cover me while you fix it. Cover me while you fix it. Cover me while you fix it. Jesus, cover me. Cover me home from evils unknown. Cover my feet so I'll never retreat. Oh Lord, cover me while you fix it. Cover me while you fix it. Cover me while you fix it. Jesus, cover me. Cover my brother, cover my sister, them who under pressure. Cover the preacher, every church worker, the young believer. Cover the worship leader and intercessor, every gospel minister. Cover. Jesus alone is the one who has the real answer. The one on the throne is the true and loving Father. He will hold your hand and keep you from going under. He will make you stand and let you know he's a fixer. Cover me while you fix it. Cover me while you fix it. Jesus, cover me while you fix it. Jesus, cover me. Cover me while you fix it. Cover me while you fix it. Cover me while you fix it. Jesus, cover me. Cover me mind. You know the struggle sometimes. Cover me mouth, that the wrong thing wouldn't come out. Oh Lord, cover me while you fix it. Cover me while you fix it. Cover me while you fix it. Jesus, cover me. Cover the Christian in the midst of aggression with the power of your right hand. Jesus, cover them helpless children. Jesus, defend them. Send help from heaven. Jesus, cover all them radio stations that blessing the nation. Grant divine protection. Jesus, cover me.
Truer words were never spoken. The less you associate with some people, the more your life will improve. Anytime you tolerate mediocrity in others, it increases your mediocrity. An important attribute in successful people is their impatience with negative thinking and negative acting people. As you grow, your associates will change. Some of your friends will not want you to go on. They will want you to stay where they are. Friends that don't help you climb will want you to crawl. Your friends will stretch your vision or choke your dream. Those that don't increase you will eventually decrease you. Consider this. Never receive counsel from unproductive people. Never discuss your problems with someone incapable of contributing to the solution, because those who never succeed themselves are always first to tell you how. Not everyone has a right to speak into your life. You are certain to get the worst of the bargain when you exchange ideas with the wrong person. Don't follow anyone who's not going anywhere. With some people you spend an evening. With others, you invest it. Be careful where you stop to inquire for directions along the road of life. Wise is the person who fortifies his life with the right friendships. If you run with wolves, you will learn how to howl. But if you associate with eagles, you will learn how to soar to great heights. A mirror reflects a man's face, but what he is really like is shown by the kind of friends he chooses. The simple but true fact of life is that you become like those with whom you closely associate, for the good and the bad. Note, be not mistaken. This is applicable to family as well as friends. Yes, do love, appreciate, and be thankful for your family, for they will always be your family, no matter what. Just know that they are human first, and though they are family to you, They may be a friend to someone else and will fit somewhere in the criteria above. In prosperity, our friends know us. In adversity, we know our friends. Never make someone a priority when you are only an option for them. If you are going to achieve excellence in big things, you develop the habit in little matters. Excellence is not an exception. It is a prevailing attitude.
Yes, 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 yes. Let me say a special hello to all the WZY 95.9 FM listeners. Of course, ladies and gentlemen, it's in the village with yours truly, Professor Wall Street and Uncle Tommy on WZYE 95.9 FM. And of course, ladies and gentlemen, we come to you every Monday, Tuesday, and Thursday from 7 to 10 p.m. That's every Monday, Tuesday, and Thursday from 7 to 10 p.m. And you know how we start the thing here when you come into the village, ladies and gentlemen. We always got to start it right. Here we go.
It have our place, WZYE, where they treat you like friends and family. So if you're looking for a place to belong, going WZYE, you could come along. If you have haste, do come with me. We do have dad on WZYE, Santa Medite.
There you have it, ladies and gentlemen. Live on direct from the man we call Dr. Love, Rennie Muhammad. Yeah, he's one of us. He's one of us. He's one of us. Yeah. And you know, we say here in the village, ladies and gentlemen, doesn't matter what color t-shirt you have on a pink t-shirt, a purple t-shirt, a salmon t-shirt. Doesn't matter what planet you're from Mazatania, Xenorania, Sonoranius. Each and every one is welcome in the village on WZYE 95.9 FM. And I'm kind of waiting for my partner, Tommy. Tommy, just give my hands up if you're ready. I see your background look a little different. But give me a hand, a thumbs up when you're ready. Here we go. Here we go, Tommy. That is the background self. Yeah. You fix the thing right there. Just give me a thumbs up when you're ready. So, folks, of course, it's always a pleasure when we come to you here on WZY 95.9 FM. We tell you here in the village, we originate, we don't imitate. Yeah. And we really and truly do mean that. Um, you know, to be honest with you, let me bring in my friend, the man himself, the one and only, the young man by the name of Marshall Nisbet. But they don't know him by that name. Some people know him as Tommy. Some people know him as Marshall Nisbet. Some people know him as Mr. Nisbet. But when you come in the village, he is commonly known as the one and only, the man himself, Uncle Tommy. Tommy, welcome. Yeah, Tommy. We had to get a little audio there from you. Because we ain't hearing you. Folks, I think Tommy is frozen. All right. Let me see if I remove him, what happens. Yeah. All right. I guess something happened to Tommy internet. Yeah. Something happened to his internet. So we got back to Tommy. So folks, normally, right? I just asked Tommy where to start. And what Tommy just said to me, well, start at the beginning. You know, sometimes maybe you have to start at the end and not the beginning. It's all kind of thing going on in Trinidad and Tobago. We have the Christmas list issue. We have the situation in the Port of Spain General Hospital. And I keep asking, why it is that in Trinidad and Tobago, over the past 9 years, the most gruesome, evilest, if it have a word such as that, wickedness that's been happening in Trinidad and Tobago over the last 9 years. Why is that? I mean, I'm just asking the question, right? So let's go to the chat quickly. We had Matilda. Matilda, welcome. Matilda was first in tonight. Then we have our good friend Bizram from Fishing Pond. Lockton, good day, my friend. Uncle Tommy. You call him Tommy, Uncle, yes. Wall Street, Lockton to the menu. Saltfish with cassava. Yeah. That used to taste good, boy. And Bizram, put some palm oil. Yeah, palm oil could be better. If you can't get palm oil, put some olive oil. Yeah, if you can't get that, Bizram, try some avocado oil. Yeah, them thing and them real good. Caribbean Soul, welcome. Yeah, so if it's not the situation in the hospital with respect to, I still don't know. I still don't even know if that hospital story is China true, boy. But there was some news saying that it was police. But it's my understanding there was people dressed as police officers. Is that accurate? People dressed as police officers. So where are you safe in Trinidad and Tobago? Where? I mean, you will think you go to a hospital because you have a illness, a sickness, an injury, and you go to the hospital for them to, fix you up. But them going even in the hospital now. So what is left? And what is the situation with Christmas list? Was there a case? Was this case today? They say it was supposed to be on Monday. Did anybody have any outcomes regarding the case? I mean, was he released? Is he still in custody? What is and folks, this Christmas situation has gone global, But let me take an early video there. Tommy gonna be joining us a little late because it appears that he having some internet difficulties. I want you all to listen to this video here from Hardcore News. Take a listen. Well, listen and watch.
They wouldn't want me to take a picture and share it with the world.
Canadian YouTuber and blogger Christopher Hugh, known for his channel Christmas List, has gained significant attention for his bold and unfiltered coverage of some of the world's most marginalized communities. Hugh's recent work in Trinidad has particularly stood out, as he ventured deep into the country's most deprived and dangerous neighborhoods, offering a raw and honest portrayal of life far removed from the island's tourist hotspots.
I think that's one of the reasons people get upset at me.
Right.
Okay, so let's say this house is beautiful behind us, by the way, but let's just say it was messy inside.
Right.
They wouldn't want me to take a picture and share it with the world. What's happening in Trinidad, it's a beautiful country that deserves peace and everything that comes with peace, tourism, etc. When somebody from outside comes in and takes photos of the dirty kitchen, metaphorically, people get upset by that.
Right.
But the reality is, if you don't want me taking pictures of the dirty kitchen,
clean it up.
Clean your kitchen.
Right.
Right. So to blame me for the problems happening in Trinidad is ridiculous. I'm a journalist. People like to say I'm a YouTuber. I'm a YouTuber, but I'm a journalist. I go to places with problems and I document it. But you'll see, if you watch my content, I don't just do that. I do other things too.
Right.
The truth is, the biggest view videos are always the ones where there's danger involved.
A community where politicians, social workers and government services do not go in. A community whose residents believe they are left to kill themselves, so the 1% can get their properties. A community he call a war zone.
Even they could live 2 blocks away. First, they're embarrassed by it. They don't want to know what's happening. They have enough problems in their own life. Second, they don't want the world to think of Trinidad as a place of gang war.
Right.
But Trinidad is a place of gang war right now.
Hugh, a world traveller from Toronto, Canada, is dedicated to showcasing the realities of those living in extreme conditions. His mission in Trinidad was to expose the everyday struggles of communities often hidden from the public eye. Through his lens, viewers saw the inner workings of neighborhoods plagued by violence, corruption and poverty, areas even many locals avoid. Hugh described Trinidad as a place of war, documenting the harsh realities of corruption, murders, human trafficking, prostitution, kidnappings and home invasions.
Yeah.
But one thing I realize is that you never once ever told anyone, show me the guns.
No, never.
Bring out the guns. You literally go into the communities and you
Film what I see.
You film
It's
what
as simple
you
as
see.
that. Yeah.
He highlighted these issues as direct results of the nation's wealth inequality and the systemic neglect of its most vulnerable populations. However, Hugh's commitment to telling these stories has come at a cost. On Tuesday morning, he was arrested by the Special Investigations Unit, SIU, of the Trinidad and Tobago Police Service. The arrest occurred at a residence in Flagstaff, Long Circular, where officers took him into custody around 6 a.m. Hugh now faces potential charges under the Anti-Gang Act and the Immigration Act. Law enforcement sources revealed that the arrest stemmed from several YouTube videos Hugh had posted, featuring interviews with gang members from areas like Tunapuna, Morvant, La Horquetta, Belmont, and Sealots. These videos, according to police, included gang members brandishing firearms and issuing threats, actions that allegedly promoted gang activity and violated local laws. These are the sort of things that will happen as a country normalized extrajudicial killings as a mean of solving crime, one community member said. We had to pick him up based on these videos brandishing firearms under the Anti-Gang Act, a senior intelligence source explained. He was filming different gangs who were sending subliminal threats to other gangs in those videos. He was technically promoting the gang and their ability to show their firepower to the other side. He provided a platform to do that and allowed this material to be distributed without even putting a disclaimer on the material and being responsible. The Anti-Gang Act, particularly Section 8, stipulates that anyone who knowingly counsels, gives instruction, finances, or otherwise supports a gang in furtherance of its activities can face up to 25 years in prison. Another police source indicated that the SIU had been monitoring and analyzing Hugh's videos for weeks before deciding to make the arrest. Persons are brandishing firearms and claiming to be gang members in these videos and are saying they will kill this one and that one, the source said. The police were also alarmed to discover that some of the men appearing in Hugh's videos were state witnesses under protective custody, further complicating the situation. Chris Hugh's arrest has sparked a significant debate about the role of journalists and content creators in exposing uncomfortable truths. While his work sheds light on the severe issues faced by Trinidad's poorest communities, it also raises questions about the responsibility of creators to avoid inadvertently supporting criminal elements. Hugh's attorney, C.J. Williams, noted that although the police claimed Hugh was not officially under arrest, they refused to allow him to leave. The case continues to unfold as Hugh remains in custody, awaiting further legal proceedings. As the investigation progresses, Hugh's situation underscores the complex balance between freedom of expression and national security, especially in regions where inequality and crime are deeply intertwined. Dave Rodriguez, HCN News.
So there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. That's a report from HCN News. And it covered most of it. And you know, it's interesting. What's interesting is this, right? Four people died, right? With that situation in the Port of Spain General Hospital. Where Ola Christopher? Where is Ola Christopher? You know, I ain't lying, eh? That woman scared to have a press conference, you know. I feel sorry for she. Really and truly. Yeah? She really and truly scared to have a press conference. Caribbean Soul said Wall Street, even the hospital, they're not safe. So, Bijam said Christmas is on $100,000 bail. I guess that means he can't leave the country, right? Wow. That's an additional expense for that fella, you know. Caribbean Soul said earlier reappointment happened while he was in Trinidad also. The puppet bid for the government for that arrest. Wow. Wow. That is crazy, man. But we have an editorial when we come back after the top of the hour. It has to do with the Minister of National Security. Yeah? You guys definitely want to hear that editorial, because it delved deep into the belly of the beast as far as the Minister of National Security is concerned. And as a matter of fact, let me see. Highly welcome. Let me see. Let me bring in Tommy. Tommy, can you hear me? I'm not hearing you, Tommy. So we'll wait until Tommy fix whatever technical difficulty he's going through. I know he's having some technical difficulties. So here it is, right? And one report said was 4 people killed, and then the Minister of Health say, I think it was 3 people killed. So which one is it? Is it 4 or is it 3? Who? Maybe one person get it early information and then one person died after that person. Maybe the Minister of National Security gave his information first, and after he gave his information, one of the person died. So it came from 3 to 4. So take a listen to this.
I will confirm that late last evening there was an incident in the Gonzales area where 8 persons were shot. 4 of those persons have since passed on. I can confirm that the deceased are all. Yeah. Yes. The Commissioner of Police has indicated that in our quest for evidence, a financial reward is going to be made public. At this point in time, we are not convinced that anybody was wearing any uniform similar to at least police uniform. Yes? So rest assured that that is our current position.
When I got news from the police about the events that transpired today, it affected me in a very serious way. Part of the reason for that is the fact that I was born and grew in the community in which this happened, where the first shooting took place in Gonzales, next to the Escalier PC school, and of course, right here at the Port of Spain General Hospital. Fortunately, the police have advised me that no one other than persons who were brought here from the original crime scene.
Oh boy. It just, there seemed to be no end in sight. And the thing about it was that when these significant things happen, they still can't get it right. I mean, on the right should have been Fitzgerald Hines, the Minister of National Security. In the middle should have been that gentleman. And on the left should have been the Commissioner of Police. So it appears to me, looking from afar, that we have a problem in Trinidad and Tobago. We all know we have a problem in Trinidad and Tobago. Ola Christopher is missing in action, basically. I think what has happened is that she is totally scared now to go out into the public. But, as you say that, I get a audio from a friend. Let me see. So somebody just sent me a note here. I will read it when we play the editorial for Fitzgerald Hines. But I want you all to listen to this. The reason why I want you all to listen to this is that they're my friend, they're my partner. And my partner, the ICC World Cup is going on now. And my partner batting hard, but he batting. Let me see. All right, let's try this. Okay, hold on. This is former Calypsonian or Calypsonian watchman, and here is his voice note. Take a listen to this.
This is Wayne Hade on the 2nd of June 2024. Everyone knows that I am a firm supporter of the aims and aspirations of the Trinidad and Tobago Police Service because I spent a large part of my adult life as a member. But you also know that I am not adverse to criticizing the actions or activities of the police service whenever I think it is necessary to do so. So imagine my consternation and my concern when I saw an Express report on the 1st of June that was stating that the police had taken Mr. Christopher Hughes, aka Chris Muslis, who was arrested by the police and subsequently charged for sedition because of his activities and interactions with certain gangs or gang members, that the police took him on a tour
This is oh Lord, Trinidad and Tobago. This is DJ Bravo. I'm hurting you up. This is a sad place. My country turned into a sad place. When I look around, it's only sad face. Our country turned into a sad place. All I see in front of me, nightmares turn into reality. Like somebody build a monster factory. Parliament a peg parliament economy. But let the moderators in another body in a dream. Somebody girl child missing, another rape again. And next road stain with somebody sunburn. Who take the F out of Port of Spain? This is a sad place. My country turned into a sad place. When I look around, it's only sad face. Our country turned into a sad place. Now with the love, with the vibes, with the hope. Now tell me something, how we really want we cope. When the children breathing in too much gun smoke. And the Coast Guard can never see a boat. Yes, I'm like some goats when they come looking for votes. Sit to empty promises, reading like a horoscope. Justice for sale in a fat envelope. Politically, all the answers is a joke. This is a sad place. My country turned into a sad place. When I look around, it's only sad face. Our country turned into a sad place. All I see in front of me, nightmares turn into reality. Like somebody build a monster factory. Parliament a peg parliament economy. But let the moderators in another body in a dream. Somebody girl child missing, another rape again. And next road stain with somebody sunburn. Who take the S out of Port of Spain? This is a sad place.
You're listening to WZYE 95.9 FM. You are listening to WZYE LP 95.9 FM, the most influential name in Caribbean radio in the tri-state area. Broadcasting from East Orange, New Jersey, the most influential name in Caribbean radio, WZYE 95.9 FM.
We are back with you. It's in the village with Uncle Tommy, Professor Washington, you on WZYE 95.9 FM. We come to you every Monday, Tuesday, and Thursday from 7 to 10 p.m. That's Monday, Tuesday, and Thursday from 7 to 10 p.m. Of course, ladies and gentlemen, you can share the live WZYE 95.9 FM on Facebook and Twitter, now known as X. You can also share the live on WZYE TV and YouTube. You can reach us here at 973-868-1444. That's 973-868-1444 or 973-609-6509. So, folks, we had a little technical difficulties there with the playing of that audio. We're going to try to see if we could get that back up and running. Let me see if I could get Tommy. Tommy, you there?
Most present.
Okay, all right.
Sorry for the delay, but
No,
in transit. I'm having some internet problems.
No worries. So what we were doing, we were playing an audio by former Calypsonian watchman with respect to his take on the Christmas list issue and the TTTPS. And I think what happened is that a call came in because I'm also playing it, on the telephone as well. So let me see if we could get back to that. Okay.
Now, this is really strange for a newspaper to publish something like that. And if it's not true, I expect that they should apologize to the police service, or the police service should stop interacting with them and giving them any information that journalists depend on to make news. Because it puts the service in a bad way. Remember, the gentleman was charged for publishing seditious statements. And that's simply because if someone made seditious statements in his presence and he recorded it and then published it on YouTube, TikTok, or any other social media, that is publishing sedition or seditious statements. And we don't know what evidence the police has that they may have garnered when they conducted a search, seized his equipment, his film, and so on, especially the unedited parts. And some people were saying, well, the police, why the police don't just take it and delete it? No, you're not allowed to delete people's property. If you seize it, then it becomes evidence and it must be logged and lodged and properly accounted for. So in this case, Mr. Hughes is entitled to his day in court. And from the information I received, he has remained secured in a particular police station, waiting to appear before the court because he has been deemed a flight risk and therefore not granted bail. But you have all kind of people going on social media and other places and talking nonsense and criticizing the police without even knowing simple aspects of the law. Like, for example, this was entrapment. And as I explained, they don't even know what the law of entrapment means. And if you go about committing a crime and I see you committing it as a police officer or an agent of the state and I say nothing, it does not mean that if I subsequently arrest you for that offense, that I have entrapped you. No, entrapment is where you induce or force or influence a person to commit a crime that they otherwise would not have committed or was unwilling to commit. So Mr. List, who has been going to many, many countries and voluntarily recording content and publishing, if he did anything that was against the laws of Trinidad and Tobago, he has to be dealt with in accordance with those laws. And the police clearly received support or directions from the DPP's department. So now we just have to see what happens in court and let justice take its course. Of course, people are against the police because they are saying, for example, you mean you didn't know where these gangsters were when there are gangsters building swimming pools and being guarded by police on static guards, static patrols, and going all around, and everybody know their names, whether they're called presidents or chemists or pharmacists or prezis or whatever name you want to call them. Everyone assumes that those persons are in charge of certain areas controlled by gangs, and you have people with names similar to Mike Tyson. All of these things people are saying, why does the police not conduct regular, frequent exercises and go up there and catch these people, surround them in the night in large numbers, and arrest or take them out if that is required in accordance with the law? People have been complaining about the roadblocks, because roadblocks, they say, only traps honest, law-abiding citizens and frustrate them in their time because nothing is caught. We should move away from these static roadblocks where everybody will tell their friend and the neighbor and the criminals that the police are down the road waiting for you, and do rolling roadblocks where particular areas are cut off and people are trapped for a short period of time, and by the time they realize the police is not there, they are somewhere else. All of these things are issues that the police service must discuss in terms of improving its own operations. But that's for another day. As it stands now, we must stop talking nonsense, and the Express must clear the air as to where they got that information from. I know you're not supposed to reveal your sources, but when you make statements that undermines law and order, that is problematic. I have my own suspicion. Could it be that Christmas List was taken on a tour by one police officer that he interacted with prior to him getting arrested? And now people are confusing the timing and saying that he was taken on a tour when that tour might have taken place prior to his arrest. Think about that. Have a good Sunday, folks.
So there you have it, Tommy. That is the watchman putting in his 2 cents. And the partner is defending the TTPS by any means necessary. But I'm a friend of him. So me have a lot of friends, but yeah, but in my estimation, go ahead, Tommy.
Well, he's doing what he thinks is correct.
Yeah, but I think you don't have to defend because you was one of them.
What's a
You know what I mean? I just think that the police have shown how weak they are in Trinidad and Tobago. The TTPS shows how weak they are in Trinidad and Tobago, and they're not really running the asylum. Is the gangsters running the asylum? Because still, Tommy, we haven't seen any arrests. Has there been any arrests since? I see some headline where they say 24 gang members was arrested or some kind of thing. Have there been any arrests? And why don't they do like how they do it in New York? When you get arrested, you have to do the Pope walk, you know. Right? I guess Trinidad and Tobago don't know about that. Yeah? But Tommy, there was this youth man who spoke to Christmas List. And if the government is serious about dealing with crime in Trinidad and Tobago, maybe they should have called this young man in and talked to him. Instead of going and arresting Christmas List, maybe they should have called this young man. Take a listen to this.
Look into the camera and tell them what you want them to hear.
I will tell the government that we are a country that have natural resources like pitch, we have gas, we have oil. We as a people, together we aspire, together we achieve as the Trinidadian motto of this country called Trinidad and Tobago. And only the government works together and achieve together for their own benefits. So I want them to look into certain communities where youths are really hungry and really need help, where mothers who are single with children, fathers who are single with children, be employed and be able to provide for a family. You understand? I just like the government to help the youths and certain communities, or even any community that need help.
Right.
In this country of Trinidad and Tobago.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
I agree. I think that message is something we keep hearing. But for those outside of Trinidad or those living a somewhat decent life, they think you're just blaming the government. But you're telling me, and a lot of people are telling me, there's no option.
Yeah,
there's no opportunity.
There's no option.
How are you supposed to provide for yourself?
Tommy, I'm going to play that again, because you know what PNM people are going to say? What do you think they will say to me? Christmas List, make that fella say that. Maybe he paid him. Maybe Christmas is paid him.
Make that fella say that. Maybe he paid, maybe Christmas is paid him.
Again, a feedback.
Again, a feedback.
You're in and out. I don't know why.
Yeah, again, a feedback from you.
Yeah, again, a feedback from you.
Yeah, because when I talk, I hear.
Yeah, because when I talk, I hear.
Yeah, come back in. Go out and come back in.
Yeah, come back in. Go out and come back in.
All right.
Yeah. So let's play that again, folks.
Yeah. So let's play that again, folks.
Tommy's gonna go out and come back in.
Tommy's gonna go out and come back.
Let me remove it. Okay, let's play that again. Listen carefully, yeah? Listen carefully, folks. You see, if our government is serious about not just the government, you know, the TTPS too, yeah, and fail Gerald Hines, yeah, the failure of our Minister of National Security, one of the biggest fail. You know, people you ever thought that you will take Stuart Young now in a jiffy? I think, correct me if I'm wrong, I think most people in Trinidad and Tobago now will take Stuart Young without a problem. I want to believe that. Most people in Trinidad and Tobago will take Stuart Young now without any problem. So let's play that again. Listen, folks, listen carefully. Yeah? You see, because sometimes, especially people in the government, they don't want to listen to them youths and them, you know, because you know they are them down. They're lazy, they're bandit, there's gangsters, all kind of negative thing they have. That is what they think about them. But listen to the youth, man. Eh? Listen carefully.
Look into the camera and tell them what you want them to hear.
I will tell the government that we are a country that have natural resources like pitch, we have gas, we have oil. We as a people, together we aspire, together we achieve as the Trinidadian motto of this country called Trinidad and Tobago. And only the government works together and achieve together for their own benefits. So I want them to look into certain communities where youths are really hungry and really need help, where mothers who are single with children, fathers who are single with children, be employed and be able to provide for a family. You understand? I just like the government to help the youths and certain communities, or even any community that need help.
Right.
In this country of Trinidad and Tobago.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
I agree. I think that message is something we keep hearing. But for those outside of Trinidad or those living a somewhat decent life, they think you're just blaming the government. But you're telling me, and a lot of people are telling me, there's no option.
Yeah,
there's no opportunity.
There's no option.
How are you supposed to provide for yourself?
See? That young man had to be intelligent. He talk about natural resources. Yeah? He had to know something in order to talk about the natural resources. Together we aspire, together we achieve. Yeah. But you know what? Blame them fellas and them. Blame them fellas and them. But I want you all to listen to this. Listen to the Prime Minister of Trinidad and Tobago. Listen to this. All the listener, listen to this.
We need to confront a reality that we cannot run away from. And that reality is, in a diverse society aiming to do well, that African people are not doing as well as we expected or as well as we might. Fact. I distinctly...
You know, them fellas and them serious. He's serious, boy. Under his watch, we have the most in the history of Trinidad and Tobago, the most amount of black people living below the poverty line, 26%. The most unemployment of black people, 18%. The most black kids scoring below 50% in the SEA. The highest amount of kids murdered, 65% last year under his watch. 100 SEA scholarships, 80% of them are Indian. And this is the same man who wants to take away land from a black organization and give it to an Indian man, and a wealthy Indian businessman. And not only that, you have the Emancipation Day Committee, Emancipation Day Support Committee, which he changed the name to African Emancipation Day Support, African Emancipation Day. And you want to come with this? You want to come with that?
We need to confront a reality that we cannot run away from. And that reality is, in a diverse society aiming to do well, that African people are not doing as well as we expected or as well as we might. Fact. I distinctly...
Fact? Okay. Okay. Yeah. I want to believe, boy. Seriously. I want to believe sometimes them fellas in them the stake. I don't know if these 70 to 80% are black people who voted for the PNM. I don't know if I can't find the words. This is the same poor.
Well, that is so cliched. I'm not really trying to interfere with the bridge between the rich and the poor, because there's nothing wrong with the rich getting richer, but the poor must come out of poverty. Right? So
well, that's kind of bridging the gap, you know?
That is the equation. It's not a seesaw where one has to go down for the other one to come up. You have to find a way that you encourage the rich to get richer, because in getting richer, they create opportunities for the poor. Opportunity. And of course, if one wants to take advantage of opportunities that are made available, one has to prepare oneself, right, to make the sacrifice, to make the effort, because out of effort will come reward. So it's not a simple up and down situation. It is that you have a target of ensuring that no one is left behind and that there's opportunity for everyone to move up.
One of the things
Tommy, I hope you heard that.
Yeah.
But Tommy, did you hear the first one that I played?
With the youth man?
No, this one here. Listen to this one. Just a minute. And I have a next one I want to play to it. This one here.
We need to confront a reality that we cannot run away from. And that reality is, in a diverse society aiming to do well, that African people are not doing as well as we expected or as well as we might. Fact. I distinctly...
Did you hear that, Tommy? Unmute your mic. Albert Montano says, I never forget when I was working. Yeah, it's unmuted now. Albert Montano says, I never forget when I was working at Mount Irving Bay Hotel. I had a conversation with Muriel Danawa and a Bajan, Miss Lois, who was in charge of the Special Works Program. I was looking for a night auditor at that time. I told her, why not train all these people to do a skill which will be a permanent job? She told me, Montano, you must not give them everything one time. They'll be too independent and they will not vote for them again. The people on the special work program finished work at 9 a.m. Yeah, that's what it is. You're absolutely right. So you see, Tommy, that is from, and the opposition leader, Kamala Persad, told him about that, you know. Yeah, Tommy, go ahead.
Yeah, they don't want to hear that from her.
But she said that to them. But Tommy, if we go back in history, Malcolm X told us about land. And he gave us a history about land. And I want you all to listen to Malcolm X talk about the importance of land. Listen to this.
Look at the American Revolution in 1776. That revolution was for what? For land. How was it? Why did they want land? Independence. Number one, it was based on land. The basis of independence. And the only way they could get it, the French Revolution. What was it based on? The landless against the landlord. Just a moment. The Russian Revolution. What was it based on? Land. The landless against the landlord. How did they bring it about? The Chinese Revolution. They wanted land. They threw the British out, along with the Uncle Tom Chinese. Yeah, they did. They set a good example. When I was in prison, I read an article, and don't be shocked when I say I was in prison. You still in prison. Then you know how you can get yours straight. Please. There's been a revolution, a black revolution going on in Africa. In Kenya, the Mau Mau were revolutionaries. They were the ones who made the word uhuru. They were the ones who brought it to the fore. The Mau Mau, they were revolutionaries. They believed in scorched earth. They knocked everything aside that got in their path. And their revolution also was based on land, a desire for land. In Algeria, the northern part of Africa, a revolution took place. The Algerians were revolutionists. They wanted land. France offered to let them be integrated into France. They told France to hell with France. They wanted some land, not some France. Land is the basis of all independence. Land is the basis of freedom, justice, and equality. It's based on land. A revolutionary wants land so he can set up his own nation, an independent nation. These Negroes aren't asking for no nation. They're trying to crawl back on the plantation.
And Tommy, and we have a prime minister, a black man, taking away land from black people to give to a wealthy businessman.
Which is a
I
shame.
mean, make it make sense, now, man.
That's like a sin.
It's a shame. It's and history has taught us the importance of land. History has taught us that importance. But it doesn't seem to be important to certain people. It doesn't seem to be important. Yeah. Clinton Williams, welcome.
Yep.
I think we can hear Tommy now. Yeah. Yeah, you know
can hear
Tommy?
me.
Yeah, I think he's here, you know. Tommy, this, I mean, I don't get it, man. And Tommy, you know what makes it worse, boy? You know what make it worse, Tommy? We have many people that look like you and I, Tommy, who defending that and saying that it's okay for them to get a building in Port of Spain. All kind of excuses. All kind of excuses. I mean, we just don't get it. We don't get it. I don't know. Is it that we don't get it or we don't want to get it?
I
Which
hope,
one is
yeah.
it? Say that again. I didn't hear you, Tommy.
I don't think people are thinking things through well. There's an absence of thinking.
Okay.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I hear you. I hear you. There's an absence of thinking, you're saying? I hear you.
Absolutely.
I just don't know, Tommy. I think sometimes I don't know if we like it so. You know, but Tommy, I decided today.
You know what I like about the United States?
Yeah, go ahead. Yeah, Tommy.
What you decided to do today?
What you like about the United States?
That people really think, regardless of which side of the aisle they sit or they align themselves, they think. It's only with this MAGA situation now we have a bunch of madness going on, but for the most part, people think.
I want to think, Tommy, or I want to believe that there are many people in Trinidad and Tobago who think, but they think party as opposed to country. They do think, right? They think about how can I defend my party by any means necessary, right? So they think about if my leader says A and it could be B, we gotta defend A. So whatever we are told, we have to defend that by any means necessary. And I think that's how we think, or that's how many of them think. And that is sad. But something prompted me today. You know, something that always prompted me to do an editorial. And I have some other editorials I want to play too as well. With respect to Fitzgerald Hines. So I decided to do an editorial why it is time for Fitzgerald Hines to go or to be reassigned from the Ministry of National Security. And here it is.
The urgent need for new leadership in the Ministry of National Security in Trinidad and Tobago, an editorial by Professor Wall Street. As the crime rate in Trinidad and Tobago continues to escalate, the spotlight falls squarely on the Minister of National Security, Fitzgerald Hines. Citizens are growing increasingly frustrated with the lack of effective measures to combat crime, and many are calling for accountability. Here are 10 reasons why Minister Hines should either step down or be reassigned. 1. Rising homicides. Trinidad and Tobago has witnessed a surge in homicides, with the murder rate reaching alarming levels. Despite being in office since April 2021, Minister Hines has failed to curb this deadly trend. 2. Ineffective policies. The minister's approach to crime prevention lacks innovation and effectiveness. His reliance on existing policies has yielded minimal results, leaving citizens feeling vulnerable and unsafe. 3. Lack of transparency. Minister Hines must be held accountable for the lack of transparency in his department. Citizens deserve clear information on crime statistics, strategies, and resource allocation. Without transparency, trust erodes. 4. Weak law enforcement. The police force faces challenges, including inadequate resources and outdated training. Minister Hines has not addressed these issues effectively, resulting in a weakened law enforcement system. 5. Kidnappings and ransom. Kidnappings for ransom remain a grave concern. Minister Hines' inability to tackle this menace directly impacts citizens' safety and undermines confidence in his leadership. 6. Community policing neglect. Effective community policing fosters trust, intelligence sharing, and crime prevention. Unfortunately, Minister Hines has not prioritized community engagement, hindering efforts to build safer neighborhoods. 7. Lack of coordination. The minister's failure to coordinate efforts across agencies exacerbates the crime problem. A holistic approach involving collaboration with other ministries, NGOs, and community leaders is essential. 8. Gun violence. The proliferation of illegal firearms contributes significantly to crime. Minister Hines must address the illicit arms trade and invest in strategies to disarm criminal networks. 9. Domestic violence. Domestic violence-related murders persist, with women often being victims. Minister Hines should champion comprehensive programs to protect vulnerable populations. 10. Public confidence erosion. Ultimately, Minister Hines' inability to instill confidence in his leadership undermines public trust. Citizens deserve a national security minister who inspires hope, not frustration. In conclusion, Trinidad and Tobago cannot afford complacency in the face of escalating crime. Whether through resignation or reassignment, Minister Fitzgerald Hines must be held accountable for his failure to address the crime crisis. The safety and well-being of our citizens demand urgent action. Prime Minister Raouli must act decisively to restore faith in our security apparatus.
And Tommy, something boy this morning. I think I read something on a post somewhere. Yeah, we getting the feedback.
Yeah, my internet is deplorable today. Like
Oh
I said,
yeah,
I'm in
yeah. Because
transit.
when I talk, I'm hearing myself back. Yeah.
My internet is
Okay.
deplorable.
All right. So I think what happens that when you're not talking, just when I'm not talking, when you're not talking, just mute your mic.
All right.
Mute your mic. Yeah. Yeah. So okay. So hold on. Let me mute somebody's mic. Okay, there we go. There we go. All right. Yeah, when you're not talking, just mute your mic. And when you want to come back on, just unmute it. Because I think there is something with the connection. Albert Montano says John Humphrey started Susulan and all the people got a little more than 5,000 square feet, and they got plenty time to pay for the land. These people build their own home with self-help program. Albert, was that Susulan thing in Tobago too? I understand that there is a certain part of Tobago where there are Susulan, and them house and them up there real expensive now, boy. Maybe Mean Gene Julian gonna know something about that. Mean Gene, do you know about that Susulan thing in Tobago? Yeah. I think there's a place in Tobago where they have Susulan, right? Albert Montano says today they don't owe any bank and build a better house than NHA and AGC with more land space. Yeah, boy. Okay. Albert says, last year after the Toronto Carnival, I came across a young man and he heard me speaking. Mean Gene says, the majority of the Red Party in this USA are not thinking. Okay. So you're saying the Democrats? Are you saying the Democrats are not thinking? Mean Gene qualify that first? Patricia, welcome. Pleasant good evening, Professor Washington and Uncle Tom and everyone locked on. Have a wonderful evening. Young man asked him if he was Trinidad and he told him yes. Yeah. The guy says he told me I listened to everything going on in Trinidad, especially murders. So yes, folks. So that editorial was based on something that prompted me this morning with respect to Fitzgerald Hines. And I'm saying to you guys that I don't know, boy. That fella to be holding something for Prime Minister Rowley because he not going anywhere soon. Unless something drastic happens, he's in there for the long haul. You know, because I don't think the Prime Minister want to make that mistake and let him go because he go get a lot of repercussions for it. I mean, he should never appointed him in the first place, but he did. Larry Williams, welcome. Larry in Florida. Larry, welcome, man. Live and direct out of Florida. Welcome. How's the weather in Florida, Larry? Yeah. So I think Fitzgerald Hines is there to stay. Yeah. Yeah, I think he's there to stay. You know, but I still, let me see. I still have to call. I want to call Dr. David Mohammed. See if you'll pick up the phone. I'm trying to call to find out. Oh, I just had some breaking news here. Hold on, folks. Let me see this. Because as you all know, we have the World Cup of Cricket going on right now. And here is some news. England pacer Bryden Carse banned from all forms of cricket for 3 months for betting on matches. England and Durham pacer Bryden Carse has been slapped with a 3-month suspension for placing a staggering 303 bets on cricket matches. The ban rules the right-arm speedster out of contention for the upcoming Test summer, beginning at Lord's on July 10th against the West Indies. The South African-born England cricketer is understood to have made these bets 5 years ago, but hasn't played in any of these matches. He's not under investigation for match fixing and will keep his 2-year England Central contract. Carse stated that he takes full responsibility for his actions and vowed to make amends for it, as quoted by the Telegraph. The youngster's statement said, "While these bets were several years ago, that is no excuse and I take full responsibility for my actions. I would like to thank the ECB, the Durham Cricket and the PCA." All right. My phone. Okay, folks. Just like that. All right, here we go. The phone is, these articles sometimes. Okay, hold on. Right. I would like to thank the ECB, the Durham Cricket, and the PCA for their support during this difficult time for me. I'll be working hard in the next 12 weeks to ensure that I repay that support on the field and when I'm able to return to playing. An anti-corruption investigation by the cricket regulator resulted in Carse's suspension for 3 months from all cricket. His ban stands from May 28th to August 28th. Bryden Carse last played for England in December 2023. Okay, so there you have it. Man got 3 months ban for betting on cricket. That is it. What they ban him for? Wall Street, which party in the US is the Red Party? Tommy, Tommy, unmute your mic. I can't unmute your mic. Minjin.
I can't.
Yeah. Tommy, I want to go back to Mean Gene. The majority of red parties in the USA are not thinkers. Who Mean Gene talking about?
Republicans.
No, you sure you're not talking about the people? Eh?
No, Republicans. Republicans.
You talking about the Republicans?
Absolutely.
I swear you're speaking about the PNN. I don't know. All right. All right, Mean Gene, the Republicans. So I think it's about. All right. Let me mute you, man. Okay, I'm gonna try to call David Mohammed. See if I get him this time. Monday. I think he has a show on Monday, no, I ain't sure. Okay. Okay, saying it's calling. Let me try this again. Okay, it's ringing.
Hello.
Hello, Dr. David Mohammed. How are you doing? You are live on
Wall Street.
You are live on WZYU 95.9 FM with Uncle Tommy and Professor Wall Street. I had a quick question for you. You have a minute?
Right. Yes.
Dr. David Mohammed, I heard you on Saturday morning on your program talk about the situation with the African Bank. And you were saying that there was someone not high up, but someone in the government who kind of put the kibosh on an African bank in Trinidad. Can you expand a little more on that? Tell the listeners exactly what, how did that come about, and what's the situation behind that?
Right. So I don't have all of the facts. So the part that may be considered speculation, I would know just as much about as anyone else listening. But the facts are that this African bank, Afri-Exim Bank, has been established in multiple Caribbean nations. It has not been established in Trinidad and Tobago and Jamaica.
Okay.
It's also a fact that our Prime Minister, on his recent trip to Ghana, spoke on a platform in the presence of the President of Ghana, and he acknowledged the importance of the bank. In his statements on the platform, he did not mention that there were obstacles or restrictions or problems with the bank being established in Trinidad, but he did make mention of the bank. I did see that clip myself, and he did endorse the relevance of it. It's also a fact that in spite of that, the bank is yet to be established here. So those are the facts. The speculation part is that the only obstacle that would have the influence and authority to put up a barrier against the establishment of this bank would be someone in government who's a field of finance. It's also a fact from what we understand, and I'm just using this term that I'm about to use in reference to the term African Bank, okay? So Afri-Exim Bank, that term, for all intents and purposes of this conversation, is being used interchangeably with the term African Bank. Concept, I will use the term Syrian bank. Our understanding is that there's a Syrian bank in Trinidad that is linked to the ownership of a television station, about 7 radio stations, a newspaper, car dealerships, insurance companies, security companies that transport our inmates between.
Okay, that's the internet.
And alcohol and the crime as to this bank as this Syrian bank. The Syrian bank has been facilitated creating a connection with the headquarters of the Afri-Exim Bank, which is in Barbados. And those same individuals who are most likely the main obstacles against the establishment of the African Bank in Trinidad. I can't speak for Jamaica, but we are awaiting feedback from our people in Jamaica in regards to what the perceived obstacles are over there. But it would appear that the same individuals with the
David, you're going in and out. You're going in and out. You're going in and out.
Who are sorry. Right. So my understanding is the same people who would have facilitated who would have blocked the African Bank have created an opening for the Syrian Bank, because the Syrian Bank in Trinidad is connected to the headquarters of the African Bank, which is headquartered in Barbados for the Caribbean region. All right. Now, there are others who have raised the matter as well. And at our African Unity Conference last weekend, we had a petition. It was launched by one of our guest speakers, a petition to help give the government encouragement and motivation and backing to establish the African Bank here, because we believe that more
So, folks, we are speaking to Dr. David Mohammed. He just went out. We have reconnecting on the phone. Let's see what happens. We're talking about the African Bank in Trinidad and Tobago. And let's see what happens if we can. Yeah, David, you went out there for a minute. David, you went out there for a minute. You went out there for a minute.
Who made advantage this as opposed to the bank. Did you get that?
No, you went out there for a minute. You went out there for a minute.
Front-ended.
Yeah. Could you try and repeat what you just said?
Minute?
Yeah. If you can.
Just to conclude.
Yeah, go ahead.
Right. So just to conclude, a petition was launched at our African Unity Conference at the Kwame Ture Center last week, which was the 61st anniversary of African Liberation Day. It was also the 6th anniversary of the opening of the Kwame Ture Center. And this petition was to give the government encouragement or motivation to fight to do all that it can to get the African Bank established in Trinidad and Tobago, because we believe that it's better to establish a bank here that is operating on the premise of providing opportunities for communities and underprivileged as a result of, past colonial histories. It's better that we make way for a bank like that to be established in our country rather than to give support to the Syrian bank, which represents a much smaller community that is less likely to provide the kinds of opportunities that the African bank would.
But David, here's a quick thing before you go, right? I would think that if we have renamed Emancipation Day to African Emancipation Day, an African bank will go hand in hand with renaming Emancipation Day African Emancipation Day. I mean, I might be out in the ocean somewhere here, but
yes, of course, absolutely. And in fact, the bank is not being resisted by the Prime Minister, who on the platform in Ghana, he already endorsed it. So technically, we can say, because when a Prime Minister speaks, they more or less speak on behalf of the government. So we can already say that the government has endorsed this Afrexim Bank. But there's resistance from within that seems to be putting up barriers against the establishment of the bank.
Well, therefore, David, the endorsement is basically a waste of time then. I mean, let's be honest. If you endorse something and you are the Prime Minister, you can get it done. You're the Prime Minister.
Well, I am willing to be. Yeah, so remaining, at least for now, optimistic as to what could come out of this. Because, I would imagine that pressure would come not just from within our own country, but also from our CARICOM neighbors, in particular Barbados.
Yeah, right. So, I guess, we have to hope that the endorsement will come to fruition, and that, from my perspective,
we most certainly hope so.
That it's not another political gimmick, so to speak.
Yeah.
So, David, thank you so much for taking my call. It's always a pleasure.
Thank you. Thank you.
All right. Take care.
Yes, sir.
Yeah,
Thank
bye-bye.
you. Thank you.
Bye. So, Tommy, did you hear that? Yeah, Tommy. I'm not getting any feedback anymore.
Yeah,
Hello?
internet was.
No, that's all right. That's all
A lot of
right.
internet troubles, man.
Yeah, I just
Are you
called
hearing me?
Dr. David Mohammed. Yeah, we hearing you. I hearing you. You hearing me? Are you hearing me? I am hearing you. All right. We try and fix that. Joan, welcome. So, folks, you heard it from Dr. David Mohammed. That they are trying to establish an African bank in Trinidad and Tobago, which have been in many other Caribbean islands except Jamaica and Trinidad and Tobago. The Prime Minister endorsed it when he was in Ghana on the platform. And I am going to say this. The Prime Minister endorsed that he's going to tell the Minister of Finance to find $100 million to put in the urban communities in Trinidad and Tobago. What to that? I hear what David is saying, and I understand his apprehension. But as far as this government is concerned, you have to show me. I don't want to tell me. Don't tell me nothing. Don't tell me. Show me. The tell me days, as far as this government is concerned, especially for black people, is way long gone, way long past. Kamala Prasad had to tell Prime Minister Rowley, when you're going to do something for your people. That's what he told her. And then he go come up with this speech talking about he know African people. So you've been in office 9 years. 9 years you've been in office. 9 years. And look at all these socio-economic statistics with respect to black people. They're at the bottom of the socio-economic ladder and all of those. You go out, you went up there, you went in a yard, or you had a conference, wherever it is, and you're big and bad. I will tell the Minister of Finance to find $100 million. What happened to that? They stop talking about that. You know? People don't talk about that no more. They don't talk about that no more. As a matter of fact, think about this. The flavor of the day in Trinidad and Tobago is Christmas list. And with Christmas list, it had nothing to do with money. It had nothing to do with the lives of, well, it had to do with the lives of people, of course, crime, right? But the most important thing, well, two of the most important things, right? Money, it had nothing to do with money, right? But Christmas list actually give the TTPS and the government a solution to crime in Trinidad and Tobago. He actually gave them, right? So we forget about the billions missing or the billions error, and now the flavor of the day is Christmas list. Christmas list. That is it. The Auditor General report, that's in the back burner. $20-something million paid for the DPP office that they never occupied. $750 by a PNM MP. You get that as a sitting MP. When he say back then in 2020, he will remove himself from all them contracts with the government. That back bonus for that. Boy, listen, listen. We like it so, boy. We like it so. We free. Who sing that song, boy? We like it so. Oh, yeah. Oh, I had to get that song. Folks, when you come back, I get that song. It's In the Village with Uncle Tommy, Professor Wall Street, and you on WZY 95.9 FM. Of course, ladies and gentlemen, we come to you every Monday, Tuesday, and Thursday from 7 to 10 p.m. That's Monday, Tuesday, and Thursday from 7 to 10 p.m. Stick and stay. We'll be right back after this short message. Don't go nowhere.
You're listening to WZYE 95.9 FM. You are listening to WZYE LP 95.9 FM, the most influential name in Caribbean radio in the tri-state area. Broadcasting from East Orange, New Jersey, the most influential name in Caribbean radio. WZYE 95.9 FM. With Professor Wall Street and Uncle Tommy on WZYE 95.9 FM.
Yo, what's going on? This is Jersey Drake.
Hi, this is Rihanna.
Hey, what's up? This is Ludacris.
What's up, y'all? This is Nicki Minaj.
You're rocking with the best. It's In the Village with Uncle Tommy and Professor Wall Street.
This is Travis Scott, 21-7.
You're listening to In the Village with Uncle Tommy and Professor Wall Street.
What it do is the baby and we in the mix.
What's up? It's your boy Usher.
What's up, y'all? This is Beyonce.
Yeah, this your boy Chris Brown right here.
Playing nothing but the best. It's In the Village with Uncle Tommy and Professor Wall Street.
What's happening? This your boy Lil Jon.
Hey, yo, this the Yin Yang Twins.
You're listening to the sounds of...
And we doing it real big with my dog.
In the Village with Uncle Tommy and Professor Wall Street.
Yeah!
We are back with you. It's In the Village with Uncle Tommy, Professor Wall Street, and you on WZYE 95.9 FM. Of course, folks, you can share it live on WZYE 95.9 FM on Twitter and Facebook. You can also share it live on WZYE TV on YouTube. And also, folks, you can also subscribe. You can reach us here at 973-868-1444. That's 973-868-1444. Or 973-609-6509. That's 973. Yeah, go ahead, Tommy.
973-609-6509.
Yeah, all right. There we have it.
I said that 973-609-6509.
There you have it. There you have it. Thank you, Tommy. So, Tommy, I wanted to go to one or two other editorials I didn't get a chance to play last time. Let me see if I could get these editorials up here. Hold on, let me see here. I mean, sometimes there's so much.
There's just so much going on all the time.
Yeah, there's so much going on all the time. Okay, yes. There was a situation with Mrs. Kamala Prasad Bissessar said that if she was re-elected, she would reopen Petrotrin. Yeah. If I could get that one here. Hold on, here it is. Okay. Here it is. Okay.
If re-elected PM, Kamala promises to reopen Petrotrin and Opposition leader Kamala Prasad Bissessar has the refinery should she be re-elected prime minister in next year's general election. She made the revelation last night as the UNC campaigned in Canal Morne Diablo ahead of the June 17 by-election. She also promised to expand the government assistance for tuition expenses, GATE, program while also providing free laptops for all secondary school students and tablets for primary school children. Among the list of promises made in Penal last night, Prasad Bissessar said she would ease access to legal firearms for law-abiding citizens while bringing laws for citizens to defend themselves in home invasions. She reiterated her intention to enact stand your ground laws as an answer to rising crime across the country, while saying she would ensure police officers patrol schools. What we are seeing in schools is not bullying, but actually violent crime, Prasad Bissessar said. Promising lower fuel prices, no VAT on 7,000 food items, and a comprehensive review of the demerit system, Prasad Bissessar also plans to lower foreign used car prices. She said that should she be elected, her party would begin the construction of the San Fernando to Mayaro Highway. The party does not support any increases in water and electricity rates, she said. Meanwhile, Princestown MP Barry Padarath warned that unity is required ahead of next year's general election, and the by-election paves the way for that. He scolded those who sought to bring down MPs and councillors. He warned against pulling down candidates Sarah Sukdio, Canal Morne Diablo, and Nicole Gopal, Lengua Indian Walk.
He has been using fundraising to pay a lot of these fees. I think, I'm not even sure, but a lot of his small donators.
I wholeheartedly agree with respect to reopening Petrotrin, laptops in school, but I don't agree with stand your ground. I more agree with the Castle Doctrine, because we have stand your ground in this country, and stand your ground is not a good thing from a racial perspective. And I think if you look at that from a Castle Doctrine perspective, you could get the same accomplished with the Castle Doctrine as opposed to stand your ground. That's my take on that. Tommy, do you have an opinion on that? Your mic is muted. Joan, good night. Judy, good night. So Mean Gene wants to know, isn't that an election gimmick? Well, look at this, Mean Gene. We had laptops before, right? Didn't they implement that? Laptops for all? Didn't we have Petrotrin before? So you want to say that is EG election gimmick. These are things that are going to be brought back. They were already there. They were already there. A lot of things that, for example, look at the 2 buildings in Canada, Laventille. Right? Why would you want to build a next building right down the road there? Yeah. Brooklyn, how are you going?
Worship, good night to you, Worship. Good night to Uncle Tom and all the listeners.
Yeah.
Now I hear one of your listeners talk about election gimmick when it comes to the UNC.
Yeah.
But that same person doesn't know about the election gimmick when Kiko Sifo Rowley said with our Wi-Fi for all in Trinidad and Tobago once he become Prime Minister. Up to this day, 9 years after, it have no Wi-Fi for all. So when you talk about election gimmick, Kamala Persad-Bissessar in 2010 to 2015 had accomplished 75% of the things that they claimed that they would have done when they was campaigning in 2010. They built the schools that they said they was going to build. No matter they repair some, they still accomplished building it to make it a better school for our children. Right? But they had more jobs. More people was working and the unemployment was lower. The unemployment rate in Trinidad was lower. More people was getting paid more pension as old people pension raised. Not once, right? Is the back pay they get was not 4%. I think it was 14%. So when you come in here a year before election to talk about election gimmick, better you don't waste your time, brother, or whoever it is, or they're wasting time, or they had to stick into the RP, and them is a shame. Because most of the things the UNC said they was doing in 2010, they had accomplished more than 50%. I would say 75% of it, right? But in 9 years, the RPNM government have not accomplished one thing they promised. He said if we cannot, if our government cannot deal with the crime situation in the country, they are part of it, they need to come out of office. Rowley said that when he was in campaigning in 2014. I had the clipping for that. And look how people just getting killed until people just walking in the hospital and killing people to make sure the job is completed. And you there talking about UNC election gimmick, or they need to grow up, boy. Whoever put that comment there, or they really need to get serious because people are losing their life, and if they really care about Trinidad and Tobago, or they need to get serious because this thing will get real serious. Watch it and Tommy, have a good night.
Thank you, man. Thank you. As a matter of fact, Brooklyn remind me, yes. Look the comment on the screen. You understand? I don't understand how something that has already been there is an election gimmick. Something that has not been there. Right? For example, let me see if I still have that one. What about the one with the house? You remember the woman with the house? When they get the keys? Yeah, KFC.
Good night, Mr. Worship. Good night, Uncle Tommy.
Good night.
Good night, hard man.
Yeah, you think
Worship at the election, the majority to Kamala got a platform. And so she going to majority of things happening now.
Yeah, that's up.
It tells the people that they be ungrateful and wicked. The life was better under the UNC, but you know that much people was seeing the way much youth I see get good jobs, work in agency, get cooperation work with that simple color mirror with Kamala Laundry. Much youth I see get through nice government jobs.
But KFC, I could say this, eh?
What?
I know people in the UNC when want to say this because them say it, they go say the race and this all kind of thing. Kamala Persad-Bissessar. But I never thought in my wildest imagination I could have ever said this, KFC. I'm being honest. When Kamala Persad-Bissessar left, she reduced in 5 years the amount of people living between poverty from 19% to 17%. When Prime Minister Rowley come in, a black man, He increased it from 17% to 26%, over 50%. Eh?
Yeah.
Much as if she had the next 5 years, it would have been under 10%. Eh? And who that benefiting? Who was that going to benefit? Right? The blackest man in the country, his words, not mine. He said that. He said that. And then you going on a stage and talking about African people. We don't want to hear you. We don't want to hear you. You don't talk nothing about African people. You talk about... Go ahead.
What should I just show you a simple thing? A piece of land for black people, you take it away from them.
Yeah.
You know that what you trying to say, black people don't want nothing. We just come to make the rich get richer.
That is it.
Suffer the poor.
That is it. That is it. And not only that, KFC. What about the Emancipation Support Committee that you change the name to African Emancipation Support Committee? Why you can't get them a 1 acre land now? Get them a piece of land. Throw them a bone. Get them a bone. Not even that.
What should I still interfere in you, man? Like you man actually shame man to tell her. They ain't get nothing. She knocking 2 years now and something and they ain't get nothing.
Nothing. Nothing.
Rolly went and changing the money in for Cambo, none of them.
None of them. He went Ghana, he even take one of them, say, listen now, I want all you, I go bring one all you. One all you. One.
Sure.
One. Just bring one of them now. Not even that. Look. Boy.
What you been watching the race or thing, I watching governance for the country, this PLN government. We really go all kind of crime going on, people going in hospital. I know I see Heinz come out 12 o'clock in the night, mid-morning, 4 people there don't cook it, 5 people there and they have, 4 people there up in Arima, you see Heinz and them, when they come out because the election time, they come out like vampires, just suck people again. Get rid of this evil, wicked out, let's be honest.
Bless. Yeah. Yeah. Look, you know, look, Caribbean Soul, I used to say this, all the time. Where's the economic development, economic empowerment, economic inclusion and access to capital for black people and black businesses in Trinidad and Tobago? Right? We have an African bank. This is to bring poor people, the 26% of them living below the poverty line, the 18% of them unemployed, right? The 50% of them, the majority of them is going under 50% in the SCA. All this thing to bring them up. Bring them up. Let me remind all you. This didn't come from me. This is what the Prime Minister had to say. This is not my words. So don't get upset with me. This is what the Prime Minister of Trinidad and Tobago said.
We need to confront a reality that we cannot run away from. And that reality is, in a diverse society aiming to do well, that African people are not doing as well as we expected or as well as we might. Fact. I distinctly...
But you, the Prime Minister, why you don't do something about it? You are the chief, you know. You are the commander, the chief. And you going up on a platform to talk about, well, we understand. Well, we want no words no more, you know. We want no words. Actions speak louder than words. You gain me one set of words. We ain't looking for that. We don't want that no more. We had enough of that. It just appears to me, I could be wrong. In the last 9 years, anyway, let me just play this song. Let me play this song, and I will come back to the chat. All the evidence is there, you know. The evidence is there, but we just don't want to listen to it, and we don't want to hear it.
She's going to be singing "Plight of My People." Make some noise for Lady Gypsy.
No plight of my people. Too much of one thing good for nothing. Too much a good thing, never enough. I don't know why my black people cannot see. No party never care about we. Every election we so devoted. How we love up with PNM. As soon as election come and go, it's only problem after problem. How could we cope? Man lost their hope. I ain't seeing no solution. Every time PNM come in power, it takes a toll on black man. I don't want to sound like a racist, but this is what I can see. They just take care of the race, but they damn well know they have we. I want to ring me bell, wake up Eric Williams, tell him the party found him PNM needed immediate attention. Ring me bell, wake up Mother Cornhucks.
Yeah, we had to wake up Mother Cornhucks. Brooklyn, welcome. We had to wake up Mother Cornhucks, yes? Go ahead, Brooklyn.
Yeah, was that call back?
Yeah.
Because I hear cases, I have a partner cases say the reason why Heinz and them is coming out now is because election. No, they don't care about election coming my partner KFC. They know no matter what, them sycophant and them people who under the curse of the PNM will vote for PNM. They're coming out now because of what Christmas list exposed. We have to put it out there that no, when anything happens, you're going to see the Minister of National Security coming to show his face because it's not just Trinidad and Tobago watching something and throwing it under the carpet after 9 days. The international arena.
For real.
On Trinidad and Tobago.
Real talk. Yeah, real talk.
Push the right message out there.
Yeah.
You see, because I saw, you see, watch it. I real fed up, you know. I real fed up with this. Listen, I'm glad in a way that I'm not in Trinidad and Tobago. Because me as a part of the NJAC, knowing the fight as a child of the NJAC, as a child of Dagger, right? My name in there, the person who carried my ceremony was Dagger. The fight and the kind of, I don't care. I know the right, we have to stand up for the right. And I know as an African, when they die fighting for the right thing, your spirit will continue. You die as a warrior. You will be uplifted in the right way. We teaching is different. We don't teaching no stupid thing where you go and sit down with heaven and them stupidness. Wall Street, the reason why Heinz and them have to come out and show their face now is because the international arena eyes is on Trinidad and Tobago. So they're acting as if, you know, like if somebody get killed in the US here, Wall Street, we just see a press conference immediately from there.
Yeah.
And the chief of police.
Correct.
You know? So now they're pretending to be doing their work down there now.
Yeah.
But look how much children get killed in the 4 children dead here. 12 people get killed with 27 people dead in like probably a week one time. No fines, no minister of health, no nothing. But no, because what Christmas did. And all eyes, and I'm sure it's an international investigation going right now, presently, that they're hiding on our government. Or they want to hear the thing, or they feel the luck of that Canadian man just slipping under the carpet. I'm sure there's an international investigation going on right now in Trinidad and Tobago government because they tie up so deep in the crime that they try to hide, but the world see what's going on. Yeah? So that we don't push about no election coming. They don't care about election coming. It's the lockup coming behind it because the whole the international arena eyes now on the government. They're not only people, no. They are on the government because the government responsibility is to protect the citizens of the country. And they have not been doing that in 9 years. So now people are wanting to know what they're doing. And the world have donated billions of dollars to watch Trinidad and Tobago. They're only thieving. That's what we have to come out and tell them. That's all the truth, people. They're thieving. That's what they're doing. Well, should have a good night.
Yeah, man. Bless. All right, boy. Let me just play this up.
All opinions and views expressed by the program participants, including those on social media, are solely their opinions and views and do not reflect the opinions and views of WZYE management and staff.
But you see, you have made a point. You have made a very valid point. Mean Gene says correction, Mr. Brooklyn. Why is he radiating his PV? I only ask a question. Oh God. Mean Gene going after Brooklyn now, boy. Brooklyn, that was Mean Gene, eh? Mean Gene going after you tonight, boy. Oh God, Brooklyn, watch yourself, you know. Your name is Mean Gene Julian, you know. Think it easy. Yeah. Listen, it is plain to see. It is plain to see that the TTPS in Trinidad and Tobago, well, let me go this way. The government, and by extension, the TTPS in Trinidad and Tobago, they need to hire Christmas list. They need to hire Christmas list. Hire him as a consultant. Pay him $50,000 a month, US, and he go take all it to all the places. Because all you living there and all your car go there. Imagine that. All you is the TTPS and you all living in the country and you all car go there to get them gangsters and them. All your car go there. Why all your car go there? Why? Just asking. What is the reason? I don't know. Maybe somebody could tell me because I don't know why they car go there. You ever hear the NYPD say, well, boy, we can't go in that place in Brooklyn there, you know. We can't go there. We can't go down there in Canarsie, you know. We can't go up in the Bronx, you know. Can't go there? Where? How? Please. Please. Caribbean Source says TNT was in the top countries in the world for doing ease of business under the UNC. The World Bank recognizes us. Look. Ask them, you see, these questions are not difficult questions, you know. These questions are easy. And here what I say now? Here what I say, Wall Street, where you just got them statistics from? Why don't bring me these statistics? So wait now. I must do homework. And I must bring all of my statistics. All you know what something called homework? Or something called research? All you don't want to do none of that? Eh? Nah. All you do some work too now. Do a little bit of work. Yeah? Don't just jump on the radio station and talk dotishness. As a matter of fact, let me give you all an example. Let me see if I can find an example here. We have plenty of examples here. Let me see if I can find an example here. Let me see which one it is. I want to show you something. Let me give you all an example. Listen to this. Listen to this. Listen to this.
They go get a heart attack like the prisoner in the hello. Good morning.
Good morning. I have one more thing to add again, because as we realize, the listeners, Titan people who started this program, and I'll say good morning to Polly family. The reason why I made that contribution this morning is because of people like Polly. We founded this radio station based on African people being able to get voice views. And when you say a different, when Dale, you made the statement about you want to be balanced, and you have people crying, young black people in that. So let me explain you something. You get made a statement and a man said that you ever see police lock up people in America because of use of current? And what they find, because of the amount of current they were using, the police made an investigation, the electricity company made a report, police made an investigation, and they find a man with what you call a row house. You ever seen that? So, Juliet, explain to them what you mean again, because like the man who living in Florida, the so-called professor, didn't understand that level of what Mr. Ruka was talking about. So now I tell you, Dale, bring something good. Tell your management, bring something. We don't mind, you know, because we don't call. But bring somebody who could stand up with something.
All you hear that? A man get locked up in America for using excess current. You hear that? Boy, let me tell you, he had to have a PhD in dotishology, a PhD in stupidology, a PhD in foolishology, and a PhD in madology. And he had to get them all online. I don't know if the PNM have an online university. He had to get them from the PNM online university. What kind of with them just and they'll almost fall off each year. Almost fall off each year. Yeah? But while I'm in here, I just see this. What is this here, boy? I ain't sure what this is earlier, But I want to know what this is.
According to the web search results, the percentage of black people who voted for the PNM party in Trinidad and Tobago during the 2015 and 2020 elections is not explicitly stated, but some estimates can be made based on the following information. The PNM commands support in the high 70s among citizens of African descent and in the mid-80s among self-described traditional PNM voters. The PNM won 51.7% of the popular vote and 23 of the 41 seats in the 2015 general election. The PNM won 49.1% of the popular vote and 22 of the 41 seats in the 2020 general election. The tendency, known from previous elections, was that Trinidadians with African roots tend to choose the PNM and Trinidadians with Indian roots rather the UNC. Based on these facts, it can be inferred that the majority of black people in Trinidad and Tobago voted for the PNM party in both 2015 and 2020 elections, and the percentage could be around 70% to 80%.
All you hear where I get the number from? All you know where I get the number from? So Dale and all you, Dale, you listening? Dale and the pastor with the internet search engine name. All you hear it? I don't make it up. Me make it up. It's right there for you to see, you know. All you might do want to hear it. Yeah? Because you doesn't want to hear the facts. All you don't want to hear the facts. Right? All you want to hear misleading information. But you know something? Hold on, I want to see something else. Listen to this other one, Or listen to this other one. Listen to this other one. Listen to this. Yeah, now, boy. They're real good, enough. Listen to
again.
This.
Sharon, I'm seeing Mr. Glenn Ramadan saying that poverty is real in Trinidad and Tobago. So Trinidad and Tobago is out of space. I mean, poverty is real everywhere in the world. People walk miles, days to get to another country from their country. People are leaving India, China, and everything to come to Trinidad and Tobago. People who want to be poor, they want to be poor.
Oh, God. People who poor want to be poor. That was a PNM education. People who want to be poor. People who poor want to be poor. You know what's the next thing they're saying too? Karina, she have a song, right? Poverty is no excuse for crime, right? All you Google what is one of the main causes of crime. Not the fellow on 91.9, What is the main cause of crime? Let me try that here real quick. You know what? Let me do that because it's going to take some time. Next time Tommy here, I'll do that. Next time Tommy's here, I'll do that. Hey, Caribbean Soul, you figure that out. I ignore that. The fella said the fella living in Florida. And is a whole host of them, 17 technology centers was open under the UNC government. Yeah? It's so much, Let me see this. Hold on, What? It's just unbelievable. It's just unbelievable. Let me see if I get a next one here. Folks, we have to come to the understanding that, you know what? Let me go back here. I have another video I want to play for you guys too. Let me get this one here. Not that one. Okay, I think I want to play this one here. Let me go back to this one and see. I have another video I want to play. Not that one. We already played that one. Okay, here is the other one. I want to play this one for you guys. Oh, you know what? I want to play this one. Let me play this one. I don't think I've played this one. Let me play this one for you guys. I don't know if you guys heard this one. But Father Khan made a speech. And that speech sung to me. It sung to me like he was throwing words. He was throwing words for the Prime Minister. I know how true it is there, but all I need to go read the article in The Guardian. I think he was throwing words to the Prime Minister. Listen to this. Listen to this. I want you all to listen to this. The man was throwing words to the Prime Minister. Father Khan, and I think he was talking about this on Corpus Christi. Yeah, when was Corpus Christi? Take a listen to this, folks.
Why Father David Khan could be speaking about Prime Minister Dr. Keith Rowley. An editorial by Professor Wall Street. In a recent article from the Trinidad Guardian, Father David Khan addressed the prevalence of dishonesty among leaders, which many speculate could be directed at Prime Minister Dr. Keith Rowley. This speculation is based on several controversies and allegations surrounding Dr. Rowley during his tenure. Here are 10 reasons why Father Khan might be referring to Dr. Rowley. 1. Integrity Commission. Investigations. Dr. Rowley has been under investigation by the Integrity Commission multiple times. These investigations have raised questions about his compliance with the Integrity in Public Life Act, particularly regarding his real estate transactions and the acceptance of gifts. 2. Undisclosed property. Opposition MP Saddam Hussein accused Dr. Rowley of failing to declare a townhouse on Form B of his declaration, a requirement under the Integrity in Public Life Act. Dr. Rowley defended himself by stating that Form A did not require such a declaration. 3. Gift controversy. Dr. Rowley faced allegations of receiving a discounted price on a property, which was seen by some as an improper gift. He explained the discount as a result of buying off the plan before construction started, a common practice, but the controversy persisted. 4. Mismanagement allegations. Accusations of mismanagement of public funds and resources have been frequent, particularly concerning the government's handling of projects and allocation of state resources. 5. Economic management claims. Dr. Rowley has frequently claimed that his administration has achieved significant progress with limited resources. However, the tangible impact of these projects has been questioned by opposition figures and the public, who often see unfulfilled promises and delayed projects. 6. Healthcare infrastructure. The delayed repairs and constructions at key healthcare facilities, such as the Port of Spain General Hospital, have raised concerns. Critics argue that the government's handling of these projects reflects poorly on its commitment to improving public services. 7. Public accountability. There have been ongoing debates about the transparency and accountability of Dr. Rowley's government, especially concerning large-scale infrastructure projects and expenditures. This lack of clarity often leads to suspicions of mismanagement or corruption. 8. Political partnerships. Dr. Rowley's business relationships, such as the partnership with Keon Warner in a Tobago farm, have been used by political opponents to suggest conflicts of interest or favoritism. Such allegations, even when refuted, can erode public trust. 9. Public perception. Persistent public skepticism and criticism reflect a broader perception of dishonesty and lack of transparency within Dr. Rowley's administration. 10. Response to criticism. Dr. Rowley's responses to accusations and criticism often involve chastising oversight bodies like the Integrity Commission, which some view as attempts to deflect responsibility and avoid addressing the core issues raised. In conclusion, these reasons highlight why Father David Khan's remarks on leadership and honesty might be interpreted as directed at Dr. Rowley. The controversies and allegations against the Prime Minister contribute to a broader discourse on the need for integrity and transparency in public office.
In the sun-soaked streets of Trinidad and Tobago, a subtle shift was underway. A quiet transformation echoed in statistics and felt in the hearts of its people. According to the World Bank, a glimmer of change illuminated the lives of black citizens between 2010 and 2015 under the UNC government. The numbers spoke a story of progress, albeit slow. In 2010, nearly 19.8% of black Trinbagonians struggled beneath the poverty line, surviving on less than $2.15 per day. With each passing year, the percentages dwindled, marking a gradual descent: 19.3% in 2011, 18.8% in 2012, 18.3% in 2013, 17.8% in 2014, and 17.3% in 2015. The downtrend, though slight,
Oh, sorry about that. Let me play that again. Fox, listen to this, Fox. Fox, I want you to listen. And my friend Gordon Joseph, I know you're listening. I just call him Gordon. I don't know who last name is Joseph. Gordon Joseph is his name. Gordon Joseph, I want you to listen to this. Listen to this. Right? And I'm going to play the other one too. Listen to this, Gordon Joseph.
In the sun-soaked streets of Trinidad and Tobago, a subtle shift was underway. A quiet transformation echoed in statistics and felt in the hearts of its people. According to the World Bank, a glimmer of change illuminated the lives of black citizens between 2010 and 2015 under the UNC government. The numbers spoke a story of progress, albeit slow. In 2010, nearly 19.8% of black Trinbagonians struggled beneath the poverty line, surviving on less than $2.15 per day. With each passing year, the percentages dwindled, marking a gradual descent: 19.3% in 2011, 18.8% in 2012, 18.3% in 2013, 17.8% in 2014, and 17.3% in 2015. The downtrend, though slight, was a testament to the efforts aimed at alleviating the burdens of poverty. Yet, amidst these incremental improvements,
let me give you the other side of the perspective now, right? That is one side of the perspective. Let me find the other side for you guys now. You know, we balance here, right? We balance. We're showing you the two sides. We're not just showing you one side, we're showing you both sides. Let me get the next side for you. Don't go nowhere, only be patient. I'll give only the next side now. Let me show you the next side. Tommy having internet problems, but that is all right. We can handle these stories. Fox, where you? Fox, where you? Let me get you the next side, Fox. I'm looking for it. Be patient, folks. I want to give all the next side of the story. We give all one side here. Let me give all the next side. I had to look for it, because these things have just come to me. It has come to me, and when it come to me, I had to look for it and I had to play it. We believe in facts, not fiction. Facts, not fiction. Wait, this boy. It's going to be here. It's here somewhere. Let me see where it is. Okay, let me see. So, folks, I want you to be patient. Be patient with me. I'm looking for this. It's important after we just played that right there to follow up with this part of it. To show you guys when we talk about certain issues, we have to be serious. These issues are very important facing people in Trinidad and Tobago. No, it's not there. Maybe it might be here. Yeah, I think it might be here, folks. You know, be patient. We have to find this. Let me see. Fact check. Fact check. All right. So you know what? I'm going to look in one more place for it because I think this is important for you, for us to play that for you after we just played what we just played there. Hold on, eh? I just want to know where Wall Street does get you facts from. Like he does just make it up. He does just pull it out of thin air. No, I don't pull out nothing out of thin air. The facts are there. Okay. Here it is. Here it is. Here it is. Fox, listen to this.
According to a Caribbean Development Bank poverty assessment, 26.3% of black people in Trinidad and Tobago live below the national poverty line under Prime Minister Keith Rowley. This is significantly higher than the national poverty rate of 15.2%. The poverty rate for black people is also higher than the poverty rate for other ethnic groups in Trinidad and Tobago, such as East Indians, 12.5%, and mixed, 10.6%. There are several factors that contribute to the epidemic poverty rate among black people in Trinidad and Tobago. These factors include historical discrimination. Black people in Trinidad and
Fox, you hear that? Compare and contrast. Coco sing a song like that. Compare and contrast. Yeah? Yeah? Think about it. Yeah. All right. Let me go back to the chat, folks. Fox, you don't talk about this already. Sign a petition number 1 PNM activists answer me, but fights to save never cut CL Financial from 1% elite. Yes. Yes. We are fighting to save it from them, Fox. But you know, in the end, Fox, the man who in charge decided otherwise. He didn't want to have that back in black people's hand. The only black conglomerate we had in Trinidad and Tobago in its history was CL Financial. The only one. The only one. And when CL Financial paid back all the money, all. Who said that again? When they was closing down Petrotrin, what is that fella name? What is that fella name again, boy? I forget his name. Who closed down when they was closing down Petrotrin? Right? He said all of them was going. We had one black conglomerate in Trinidad and Tobago, CL Financial. Right? They took a loan from the government. CL Financial paid back every penny. And the government still liquidating it. Why? You know who they're going to give it to? Fox? Fox, you know who they want to give it to? You tell them. Yeah, you have it in there from the 1%. Mean Gene says, give him a Bly. He got Jersey and Florida mixed up. Yeah. The man don't know geography. He just don't know. Yeah, KFC.
I said, I think that I know about the doubles now, boy.
Yeah.
Yes, you see that one?
Nah, I see that. Go look at it now.
That was with the Minister of Works and Transport. You should have said, what are you eating? That was not.
I go watch it.
I snap in my face. Yeah.
Yeah, bless. Yeah. Hey. Listen, I read that manifesto. As a matter of fact, part of that manifesto, I just say that. Let me show you something. What it is here, boy? Wait, go on. Let me show you something. Oh, let's see that on the screen there. Oh, let's see that. Sports Development Academy. Oh, let's see that. Sports Development Academy Corporation of Trinidad and Tobago. That came out of both the 2015 and 2020 manifesto from the PNM. Yeah? Wall Street, when you buy a building before it is built, you pay less by buying it from the drawings. All right, partner. Okay. Yeah, really? Okay. All right. You believe what we want to believe? PNM have mass transit system up to now. We ain't believe it. Yeah, Fox, you believe what we want to believe. Read out my comments. I'm reading out your comments, and I will listen to your nonsense. But you point it up there. You did not get the petition signed. What do you mean? Okay. All right. Look, he says here. What percentage of Trinidad is in poverty? Basic amenities, access to education, access to healthcare, satisfaction of social needs, level of household indebtedness. The level of poverty for Trinidad and Tobago was 16.7%, comprised of 1% indigent and 15.5% poor. Oh God, Father, please put a hand. Father, please put a hand. Fox. All right. I ain't gonna argue with you. I go leave you. Let me leave you. I go leave you alone. Yeah? Because you're not gonna get it. Let me see. What's this one?
The reason for murders is well known and has been well documented.
I ain't even gonna play that one. Oh, here's the other one.
Good afternoon, everyone. Walking through in this walk, Pastor, I see so many young boys, and it breaks my heart. And you want to know why it breaks my heart? I'm looking at the statistic of men. The whole country know I just stand up for man, even when people want to blast me all over the place. But I remember the statistic last year. 605 people died. 550, which is 90.7%, is men. Out of that 90.7%, 65.5% is African men. And
Fox, did you hear that? Oh yeah. Where Wall Street does get them numbers from? Wall Street does make up them numbers? Where does get them from? Nah, Wall Street, you just pick them numbers out of a hat. As a matter of fact, that might be a P&M hat. Eh? Oh yeah. Here is even more. Here is more.
Did you know that the unemployment rate for Black people in Trinidad and Tobago has consistently been higher than the overall unemployment rate? According to data from the Central Statistical Office of Trinidad and Tobago, the unemployment rate for Black people was 18.2% in 2022, while the overall unemployment rate was 4.9%. This means that Black people were nearly 4 times more likely to be unemployed than the general population in 2022. However, the unemployment rate for Indian people has consistently been lower than the overall unemployment rate in Trinidad and Tobago. In 2022, the unemployment rate for Indian people was 5.6%, while the overall unemployment rate was 4.9%. This means that Indian people were less likely to be unemployed than the general population in 2022.
Fox, where Wall Street does get them figures from? Central Statistical Office? That not a real office? Nah. He make them numbers up. Wall Street just pull them numbers out of a hat. Let me tell you this, 36 years ago, before I get married, my mother-in-law told me a liar has no memory. So if I tell the truth, I don't have to worry about nothing. Nothing. So I just believe in telling the truth and let the chips fall where they may. Yeah? Yeah, what he's saying? Wall Street voted for the P&M in 2015 and 2020. But that's old news. I just tell people here who I vote for. But you know, I just said a liar has no memory. I just said that. Yes? I just tell people. And what does go now? Yeah, what does go? Yeah, what does go now? You know, they have a certain script that is used, right? And the script kind of played out. It actually played out. Wall Street voted for the P&M in 2015 to 2020. Everybody know that. Everybody know that. Every single body in Trinidad and Tobago know that. As a matter of fact, everybody in the world know I voted for the P&M. That I know secret. He did not get what he wanted from Dr. Rowley and he jumped ship. I didn't get what I wanted from Dr. Rowley. Fox, what did I want from Dr. Rowley? for me, what did I want that will benefit me? Tell me personally, what did I want? Tell me. Look, you have a partner, ex-partner, PNM partner called Gordon Joseph. Right? Another fella who is something wrong with them people who supposed to be intelligent PNM, you know. And I was in that boat too, you know. Yeah, I was in that boat. Me ain't gonna lie. I being real. I being very real. You understand? But you see, people like Gordon Joseph and Fox and them, oh God, boy. They head down in the red sand. It's under the red rock. They going under the red blanket. And that is it, you know. And they had the red sunglasses. And they had the left red earplugs. That is it. And them don't want to hear nothing, you know. Nothing. Let we get things to improve from not my words, Listen to the words of the Prime Minister of Trinidad and Tobago. I want you all to listen to the words. Listen to his words. Not my words, his words.
We need to confront a reality that we cannot run away from. And that reality is, in a diverse society aiming to do well, that African people are not doing as well as we expected or as well as we might. Fact. I distinctly...
You are the Prime Minister. You are the Prime Minister. And you get on our platform and you say that? You say that? Man, look, it's a good thing we here and we are fully FCC licensed radio station. Yeah, we are fully FCC licensed radio station. Because that man said that. And we're going to close with this. Folks, before you go, put closing comments in the chat. And while we say Alaya has no memory, I want you all to listen to this.
Ask about things that I hadn't thought of or that the government hadn't thought of. All the opportunities were available. And I'm coming to Mr. Amar now because wait, I want to talk to you. You up front when I was speaking and I said, and I'm keen to understand it, you tell me what you asked or what you would have asked that we didn't answer or couldn't have answered at all the occasions that you had. No, just tell me. I'm keen to hear.
You had appointed Mr. Motley, Balgobin, and another person in the initial stage where you gave a guideline to the country that these are the people going to help you to draft and make a way forward for Sandals. Yeah?
No, sir. Please. No, sir. No, sir. Your record wrong. Mr. Motley was only invited to work with this government on the issue of gas. Gas, in dealing with the gas companies, in dealing with the gas master plan. That's where Mr. Motley had absolutely nothing to do with Sandals. So whatever note you have, they take up.
I'm not taking it up because I'll send you the evidential proof. Because I have it.
Well, if you have it,
I'll send it for you because we tell you the truth.
Mr. Amar, I am head of this government. I brought Mr. Motley in and begged him to come and help with the gas problem. And he chaired a committee of the cabinet subcommittee of energy, and the committee did, but he was never involved with Sandals.
We'll get the information and say, let's not debate that because that don't make no sense.
Wanting that label in Tobago and be working on it. So to further this, today the cabinet agreed to appoint a team of people, and we are grateful that they've agreed to serve on those who have already been informed. And that team is to be headed by Mr. Wendell Motley, to include Mr. Terence Farrell, who is the chairman of the Economic Advisory Board, Dr. Ralph Balgobin, Mr. Michael Small, a small hotelier in Tobago, Mr. Glenn Leslie, small farmer in Tobago, Mrs. Nadira Lyda, who is head of the Public-Private Partnership in the Ministry of Finance, and 2 reps to be named by the Tobago House of Assembly. And this group will be the one that will do the negotiations for what is to happen with respect to this project that we are pursuing for Sandals in Tobago.
Things that make you go,
Hear that? Hear that? A liar has no memory. Remember that. Don't forget that. Don't forget that. A liar has no memory. And oh God, humans make mistake, Wall Street. Oh God, oh. Hey, 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 hey. Foxy boy. Foxy, go back under your red blanket, please. Folks, we're gonna go for a quick break, and when we come back, we're gonna wrap up. Foxy, put a closing quote in the in the put your closing comments in. Folks, let Foxy put in the closing comment. Foxy boy, come out from under your red blanket, boy. And the man say humans make mistakes, boy. We be right back.
You're listening to WZYE 95.9 FM. You are listening to WZYE LP 95.9 FM, the most influential name in Caribbean radio in the tri-state area. Broadcasting from East Orange, New Jersey, the most influential name in Caribbean radio. WZYE 95.9 FM.
We are back with you. It's in the village with Uncle Tommy, Professor Washington, and you on WZYE 95.9 FM. We come to you every Monday, Tuesday, and Thursday from 7 to 10 p.m. That's every Monday, Tuesday, and Thursday from 7 to 10 p.m. Folks, what I think I can guarantee here is that when you come into the village, we give you facts and not fiction. We are not going to lie to you. As a matter of fact, this is why we did this oath on our Sunday program. We did this oath, and we did this because you guys can hold us accountable. Here is the oath that we put with respect to not just our Sunday program, but all our programs here that we run on WZYE 95.9 FM.
Ansam LeBon and Marshall Nesbitt solemnly swear to conduct this radio program in a true, fair, and balanced manner, ensuring that all perspectives are given equal consideration and that the information presented is objective and unbiased. We pledge to provide a platform where diverse voices can be heard, fostering open and constructive dialogue that serves the best interests of our audience and community. Our commitment is to uphold the principles of journalistic integrity and ethical broadcasting throughout the duration of this program. Thank you.
And there you have it, folks. That's what we do. And we are very serious about that. We are serious about that. And listen, the chips fall where they may, right? If people can listen to what we put out, and there's something called fact checking, it's simple. Fact check it. We are telling you, fact check it. Yeah? Prove us wrong. Because we research our facts and all our editorials are researched. Because we think it's important when we bring information to you. We bring the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth. And if you think it's not truth, you have all rights to question that. All right? Let me play these voice notes before I go.
Unconstructive dialogue. Good night, Mr. Washington. Good night, Mr. Tommy. Tomorrow on, I said, Minister will double the knife and fork, boy. Once I get big in the piano, eat the double nutrition, we are getting I slap him in the face, boy. They get big now, right? Knife and fork for doubles.
I had to look for that, yes? I had to look for that one. Oh, God, I'm answering a voice note, 9 minutes and 31 seconds, yes? And let me read this thing somebody sent me here. This is with respect to the Fitzgerald Hines editorial. Urgent need for parents to parent. That is the duty under God and to strengthen the family. Poor parenting affects a child's development and makes them more susceptible to mental health issues. Most of the bad eggs of society are products of bad parenting. People who are prone to drug use, substance abuse, chronic alcoholism, violence, teenage pregnancy, and crimes can all be traced to poor parenting. Poor parenting habits in TNT needs to be identified so the offending homes can understand how critical it is to nurture positive values, respect, and be law abiding. So why do they do that? Just do it then. You need to do it. Just do it. All right, folks. So what is my closing comment tonight? I want to thank Dr. David Mohammed for giving us that insight into that African bank. Oh boy, oh. Sometimes, boy. Sometimes. So, folks, my closing comment is this. Oh boy, we had that thing to do with cricket, boy. We go do that tomorrow. Them cricket, and we also have to do with the TPP internal election coming up. They never want to discuss what triggered you, just how you reacted. Let me repeat that. They never want to discuss what triggered you, just how you reacted. From where I said, this is it. The clock on the wall said, that's all I like to say, but I've got to go. Remember, hard work beats talent. When talent does not work hard, and for every 60 seconds of anger, you lose 1 minute of happiness. Remember, your circumstances may determine who you are, but you are responsible for who you become. So, folks, we see you tomorrow. Same WZYE time, same WZYE channel. Later. We out of here.
This is oh Lord, Trinidad and Tobago. This is DJ Bravo. I'm hurting you know. This is a sad place. My country turned into a sad place. When I look around, it's only sad face. Our country turned into a sad place. All I see in front of me, nightmares turn into reality. Like somebody build a monster factory. Parliament up against parliament economy. But let the moderator sin another body in a drain. Somebody girl child missing, another rape again. And next road stain with somebody's sunburn. Who take the S out of Port of Spain? This is a sad place. My country turned into a sad place. When I look around, it's only sad face. Our country turned into a sad place. Now with the love, with the vibes, with the hope. Now tell me something, how we really want we cope. When the children breathing in too much gun smoke. And the Coast Guard can never see a boat. You're sounding like some goats when they come looking for votes. With the empty promises, reading like a horoscope. Justice for sale in a fat envelope. Politically, all the answers is a joke. This is a sad place. My country turned into a sad place. When I look around, it's only sad face. Our country turned into a sad place. All I see in front of me, nightmares turn into reality. Like somebody build a monster factory. Parliament up against parliament economy. But let the moderator sin another body in a drain. Somebody girl child missing, another rape again. And next road stain with somebody's sunburn. Who take the S out of Port of Spain? This is a sad place. My country turned into a sad place. When I look around, it's only sad face. Our country turned into a sad place. It doesn't matter the religion, the color, the creed, or the race. It's our responsibility to take care of our place. Champion.